നമസ്കാരം. ഇന്ന് നമുക്കൊപ്പമുള്ളത് Cpim മഹാരാഷ്ട്ര സംസ്ഥാന സെക്രട്ടറി ഉദയ് നർക്കാറാണ്. 23ാം പാർട്ടി കോൺഗ്രസിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കാൻ കണ്ണൂരിലെത്തിയ അദ്ദേഹം ഐതിഹാസിക കാർഷിക സമരത്തെക്കുറിച്ചും മഹാരാഷ്ട്രയിലെ പാർട്ടിയുടെ പ്രവർത്തനങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ചും നമ്മളോട് സംസാരിക്കുകയാണ്. സ്വാഗതം. In India, especially in Maharashtra, All India Kisan Sabha has played an important role in farmers' protests. We could win our demands. Apart from election, how much the farmers' protests and the struggle have been strengthened our party and the Kisan Sabha in Maharashtra?
Well, this farmer struggle in Maharashtra has really helped the Kisan Sabha to grow and the prestige of the party to grow. It was because, you see, Maharashtra has been an area of crisis in farming, and farmers, you see, Maharashtra has witnessed a huge number of suicides. It's been the suicide capital of India, it has been said. So, on the backdrop of that, you see, people, the farmers were feeling so frustrated, and against that background, when this farmers marched to Mumbai, in such that long march, it helped boost the morale of the farmers that yes, we can come out of this deadlock. The deadlock that they had been experiencing for decades after 1991, the neoliberal policies. It was because of the neoliberal policies that farm suicides were taking place. So that helplessness, the feeling of helplessness and frustration, you see, was overcome by this struggle. And because of this struggle, Kisan Sabha had been an active player in Maharashtra farmer struggles, but with Long March and various campaigns preceding to the Long March. We had huge gatherings, we had huge mobilizations preceding to this Long March. So since then, Kisan Sabha has come on the center stage of farmer struggles, agriculture struggle in Maharashtra. It had been a player, but not such a major player. But since the Long March, it has become the mainstream farmers organization in Maharashtra, and whichever issue it takes up is looked at with great hope by farming community, especially after this struggle. It's become now history, so I need not go into the details of how successful it had been and how impactful all it had been. But recently, during the COVID period, because of the lockdown, the dairy industry had slashed the purchasing prices of milk. And the prices came down heavily, and milk is a perishable commodity. So farmers were losing a great deal. So the Kisan Sabha launched a struggle with its experience in this long march, and the Maharashtra minister had to commit, saying that yes, there will be a fixed FRP. There is a FRP for sugarcane all over India, and that FRP is announced by the government, and nobody can buy sugarcane below that FRP, that fair and remunerative price. It's still not fair and not remunerative, but there is a lower ceiling to that. So below that, nobody can purchase that. So Maharashtra government said, and the minister announced that yes, we will enact a law which will give FRP to milk producers. So this kind of policy changes are taking place, and this kind of discourse in agriculture is happening in Maharashtra. So that is one impact that we saw. And yes, the Kisan Sabha is growing, and huge number of youth from farming community are coming to Kisan Sabha, and yes, we see some sizable number of them joining even the party. So we see that yes, it has had an impact, and even in elections we got one MLA elected, and that MLA was elected from the very area from where this struggle was launched. So it has been an impactful struggle. That we see.
You might have been heard of the issues related to the Silver Line project in Kerala. So, and there was also a project in bullet train project in Gujarat. How you compare the project details? It means how much it is beneficial for the state and like.
These are the inevitable issues coming up before a government. And we as a party, we are not opposed to any technological development and progress. We're not opposed to it. Nobody can be opposed to it. See. But at the same time, you cannot have a global policy about that. You can have an issue-based policy. You can have a state-based policy. And that policy will have to be evolved on the criteria of what are the benefits of the project. At the same time, what are the ecological, social, economic costs of the project. That cost analysis has to be made, and when that analysis is made in case of the bullet train, we see that Maharashtrian farmers and Maharashtra, you see, loses a great deal on that. It goes through forest lands, so there is a lot of ecological loss happening there. Then the farmers who have been cultivating that land will not get any compensation because their names are not recorded, so legally. So that ecological cost, that economic cost, social cost, cost of displacement is very high in case of the bullet train from Mumbai to Gujarat and Ahmedabad. And apart from that fact, you see, Maharashtra does not benefit much from that because it's a very short tract that goes through. So we unnecessarily pay a huge loss, for a huge loss, which is not beneficial to us. So if that is not the case, in say any other project, then I think there would be different yardsticks for that. And I'm sure with the record of the left and democratic front government in compensating for the losses of the people, you see, with the kind of investment being made in social sector, in education, in health, all that we have been seeing it, you see, and that is an ideal for which the other states have to emulate. Yeah, it has been there. And so I think the left and democratic front government must have taken. I'm not very familiar with, I'm not expected to be familiar with the problems that the state faces. But I think left and democratic, the people have faith in left and democratic front government's ability to safeguard the people's interests, both in terms of maintaining their supporting livelihood, at the same time, you see, doing progress, development, bringing development for the benefit of the state. So that, I think, that is the difference between the two.
Finally, the Kannur, one of the major district related to Cpim party, and Kannur is going to be host to the 23rd Party Congress of Cpim, and you are here. How you feel the ambience?
We are thrilled since we stepped on this land. It's the kind of exuberance that one sees all around is tremendous. It's tremendous, and the kind of excitement that the people feel about the involvement, popular involvement in conducting this kind of a event. It's tremendous, and we're very happy that we could come to Kannur, where the real political, ideological battles have been taking place in this area, and the people have put faith in the CPIM here. And I think we will definitely go from here with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of inspiration, and yes, this Congress, we feel, will certainly contribute to the strengthening of our party, the building the independent strength of our party in our state as well. So we are really sure and we are very happy that this Congress is happening in Kerala, where Kerala has shown that communalism can be defeated. We are facing similar problems in our state. And so many other states are facing the similar problem. So the main enemy is this corporate communal nexus, which Kerala has been fighting so well. So that can be replicated elsewhere also, and we'll try to do that. And thank you very much for inviting us here and giving us an opportunity to refresh our own attempts at building a democratic, secular society in our state as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.